Ryan was what was Ryan doing, man? Ryan! Dog! Fuck, I gotta talk to him about this shit. I'm like, don't you know how big deal what happened to me, okay? We don't talk about that. Fuck, I'll be right back. Just let me do this. Hello, everybody. My name is Jaden Soho, and welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It is the gambling capital of the world, and we found that out last night. Just kidding. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I mean, what? Who said that? Anyways, this is the first 1.5 mile racetrack, and these two right here are going to find out who is the real fastest among them. These two have been going at it. They at least went at it at last week at ISM Raceway, and boy, what did it end controversially. The number 6 of Billy DePapa after the race got out of his car and marched all the way down to the Soho and Cars Cup Series hauler to talk to the race directors and officials, and he was angry. He had some very not nice words that hurt our feelings, but it's okay. We get why he's angry, but we hopefully calmed him down, and he says that he's going to try and prove that he is the faster driver. Faster than Cyro. Good luck to him. Anyways, moving on to, if you haven't seen it on Instagram, the number 11 of Henry Dunn announces his new partnership with Gear Wrench, which is really fucking cool. This was a deal, according to him, this was a deal in the workshop before the season started, so that's why it's happened so late. So yeah, look at that. They finally put the stickers on it. Really, really nice. Anyways, let's get this race started. We'll take you trackside for the most famous words in motorsports. Fuck, dude. Don't tell Big D, dude. Fuck!
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Is that Adam Sandler? Why is he here? Bro is in the X5. Alright, now that we got the engines fired up, let's take a look at your starting lineup. On front row for the second time in a row, Cyril Valenti takes pole, and to his outside, his arch nemesis or his arch rival, whatever you want to call it, Billy DePapa in row number 2. The 00 of Rob the Scallion Dine, someone who you haven't really seen that much all up in the front, and to his right side, to his outside, Henry Dunn in the number 11 Gear Wrench Ford Fusion. In row number 3, it's going to be Jay Soho getting his first start in the top 10. To his outside, the person who is, I think, second to dead last in the points, Ray Moore, decided he's going to try to kick it up a notch and try to get something going here. Behind them in row number 4 is the number 10 of Sydney Forsman. Has a good streak of top 10s going here. To his outside, the first winner of the S7 Cup Series and who finished second to last week at Phoenix and was involved in that scary wreck with his teammate, the number 7, Ryan Ramirez. In row number 5, it's going to be the number 20 of Robin Hale, having a good stretch of races so far. And to his outside, the number 5 of Bob Quinley. And in row number 6, the number 16 of Mark Zuzzi. And to his outside, Casey O'Malley, who's currently, as we speak, second in the points, which is not bad at all. Very consistent for him. Row number 7 belongs to Jared in the number 1 Yamaha Drums Ford Fusion, and to his outside, the number 72 of Danielle Rosales, coming off a pretty decent finish at Phoenix, not too far down in the points either. Behind them in row number 8, the 21 of Jose Estala, and to his outside, the person who is last in points and finished last a lap down last week, the number 45 of Nicholas Quinley. Now that is very unfortunate for him, looking to turn it around here at Las Vegas. Said he felt a tire going down last week, but it turns out there was nothing wrong with the car. So who knows what he felt in that car.
Row number 9 belongs to Mark Dunn, who is also involved in that very violent wreck with the 7 and the 2. Doesn't have a good starting spot. Hoping to turn it around. He has not been in good finishing positions these past 2 weeks. Let's see if he can turn it around. To his outside, the number 4 of Joe Berger. It's very unfortunate, just not having the speed so far. And 2 behind them in row 10, the number 70 and the 17 SRI teammates of Swift and Donut Perez. And rounding out the field, the number 9 of Nathan Stone. Not having a good finishing sequence so far this season. Let's see if we can turn that around.
It's fine. We'll just go back. We'll go back and win it then. It's fine. We'll just win it back, right? Oh. Shit. Okay, well,
All right, let's take a look at your race facts real quickly. 41 laps around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's 1.5 mile long. Don't ask me how much that equates to, because I don't fucking know. And the real question is today, can anyone beat Cyril Valenti? Can the Papa Mac make good on his promise? We'll find out right now. We're racing in Las Vegas. Cyril Valenti will come around to lead lap 1. Meanwhile, the Papa has fallen back to 3rd. Rob the Scallion Dines out of nowhere comes and takes 2nd, but he's going to get it back. Rob, or the Papa is. And meanwhile, the Henry Dunn is on the trail as the 00. And the number 8 going to the inside of the number 2 of Ryan Ramirez. The number 7, Jay Soho, having a good starting spot for once. Trying to make good use of it. Trying to go to the inside of the number 11. Not going to happen. There's Ryan Ramirez. Now, he was involved in an accident, the first accident of the S7 Cup Series, unfortunately, and had to finish almost dead last week. And there's Henry Dunn as well, going to the inside of the 00. Oh, the number 8 getting real aggressive with the number 2 of Ryan Ramirez. Ray Moore, very unhappy with his finishing results so far. He's been dead near last and is, I think, second to last in the points last time we checked. So, yeah, has a lot of work to do if he wants to be in contention for this championship. And he's making good on that promise, or whatever you want to call it. Trying to get by the number 2 of Ryan Ramirez. He does get that done coming out of turn number 2. That's a lot of fucking 2s. Holy shit. And there's Bob Quinley living in the shadow of his teammate, Billy the Papa Mac. Not the best and not the worst, I'll have to say, in that camp. And there's not Nicholas Quinley. That is Casey O'Malley, who's actually second in points. Not very bad, not that bad, too bad at all for him, who actually hasn't won a race, he's only scored top 5s recently, so not bad for him. Oh, the 00 gets it in the wall a little bit, racing the number 11 really hard. Didn't have the best finishing position last week. Oh, the 7 almost gets into him really early. This track is very, very, how do you say this? Very, very fast. It's not a very technical racetrack. They're not going to be spending a lot of time off throttle. So it's all about who's able to get back on the throttle first. That's what's gonna decide these battles, and it looks like the 00 wasn't able to get back on that throttle, and the number 7, and it looks like the number 8 will get by him. Maybe no, he'll still just stay in front of the number 8 of Ray Moore. Meanwhile, just so we don't forget, lap 7. Don't forget to check out the onboard highlights. We were a little bit late last week. It's okay. It's fine. We were a little bit late, but don't forget to check them out. This race is actually going really fucking fast. Holy shit. Tell him to slow the fuck down. Meanwhile, Cyril Valenti has put over a half a second on Billy DePapa-Mack. He's just got it figured out. I don't know what they have that in that race car. We might actually have to look under the hood of that race car. Don't tell him I said that. No, I didn't say that. But he's just got it all figured out. And meanwhile, the rest of the field is playing catch up. There's the number 72, a worthy top 10 last week. There's Zuzzy, another worthy top 10. I believe 5th, somewhere in the top 5 in points. Not too shabby for him, but very frustrated after coming second in Daytona and not being able to make one spot better in ISM Raceway. Hopefully he can get back up there. And there's Mark Dunn. He finished dead freaking last and is starting way back in the pack. Just not happy with the way he's been performing, and he knows it, and his father knows it too. So he's still sponsored by Dunn's Auto Shop. So he did not get the sponsor from Gear Wrench or get in on the deal. So that is unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, the 10 of Sydney Forsman has a good streak of top 10s going for her as well, which is pretty surprising considering how late they joined into this league. Meanwhile, Henry Dunn is looking to the bumper of the number 6 of Billy DePapa-Mack. And the 7 is looking to the bumper of the number 11. We got a 4-car breakaway. Meanwhile, Cyril is just eclipsing the field almost a second away from Billy DePapa-Mack. There you see Casey O'Malley again. Once again, like I said, second in the points. Not too bad himself. The highest Toyota in the field, and I believe one of only 3 Toyotas in the field. So that's just something Toyota has to look at going into the future, trying to get more teams to join under their umbrella. You know, there's Robin Hale, the other Toyota. There's Nicholas Quinley, the last Toyota, and also dead last in points. And there's Joe Berger, another driver who hasn't been lighting up the charts. Again, living in the shadow of the number 6. Just not having has not had the performance that he's wanted. So, and it's just unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, the number 8, Ray Moore, rockets past the number 7 of Jay Soho. Ray Moore, just when he got out of the car last week, he was super frustrated. He knew he had to do better, especially with the likes of Henry Dunn in the same car, in similar cars in the Ford Fusions, and Rob the Scallion Dines, and Jared finishing ahead of him. Just very frustrating for him. So he's looking to turn it around, and he's making good on that. Currently 4th right now. Oh, the 5 gets in the wall a little bit, racing the number 2 of Ryan Ramirez. Bob Quinley, the 2nd, running in just outside the top 10. Oof, got a little loose there, got a little tight and gone into the wall there. Well, there's Casey O'Malley making moves on Sydney Forsman. You know, that's how it is in this championship. It's going to take a lot of consistency, and Casey O'Malley has it. And so does Sydney as well. Not bad for a couple of finishes so far. I mean, we're only on race 3, but it's, you know, it's only 7 races, so it's every race counts, every race matters. Get all the points you can get each race. Oh, that's tight for the number 40 of Casey O'Malley and Rob the Scallion Dines. Kind of just a wad of cars. The 10, leading that pack. The 00 looking to the inside, not going to be able. Actually loses the position to the 40 of Casey O'Malley, and here comes Ryan Ramirez. Again, unfortunate what happened last week with the 7 and the 13. Said that really scared the shit out of him. Almost didn't want to get in the car. He may or may not have lost his 30 grand. But it's okay. Looking to bounce back after last week. Next week is Talladega, so we'll just have to see another restrictor plate race. So we'll just have to see for him what lies ahead in store for him. Meanwhile, Henry Dunn going to the inside of the number 6 of Billy DePapa-Mac. Billy DePapa-Mac complaining about being too tight on entry. He is very slow, trying to catch the, not very slow, but just trying to catch, pushing really hard to catch the number 76. Meanwhile, the 11, I don't know what happened there, just lost the pace on there. Gets passed by the number 8 of Ray Moore. Las Vegas is one of those racetracks where you either, if you make the pass, you have to make the pass. If you don't, then you risk losing the position behind you. It's one of those, it's kind of tough. It's real tough to pass here. It's just one of those racetracks, you know. Anyways, I think we're gonna try this again. Hopefully it doesn't go weird. Let's see. What is Donut thinking about?
Also, I just be thinking about touching myself, and don't even know like what people think about it, but you know, I just like to touch myself, think about people, certain people, like Ryan, for instance, a lot of Jays, a lot of children, but you know, we're gonna get that beside that a point. We weren't on the island this time, but I did see some other people on that island.
Man, we're fucking last. Can you lock the fuck in?
Oh,
God.
I have no idea what the fuck that was. Do we really have to do that every race? Seriously? Whatever. Anyways, number 8 of Ray Moore looking, well, not really looking outside of the 6, but is clearly a lot faster than the 6 of Billy DePapa-Mac. Complaining about tight issues, being tight on entry, loose on exit. That's how it would be. Now, unfortunately, the 6, I'm not sure. Does the 6 have the 6 might have a pit crew, but well, there's no reason to take a pit stop right now and make those adjustments. So unfortunately for him, he's gonna have to live with that for the rest of the race. As we just passed halfway. Nicholas Quinley dead last in points. Very unfortunate, especially in stark contrast to his teammate of Casey O'Malley. Last week he said he felt the tire going down. He was just wrong. He didn't know what he was feeling. He just thought that it was a tire going down. Came down pit road, lost all those positions, and finished a lap down and was still dead last in points. Way below the cut line. So he's gonna have to make it up, and he's doing all right. Meanwhile, the number 8 of Ray Moore looking to the inside of the number 6 as the number 6 closes the door. The number 7 going to the inside, and the number 11 of Henry Dunn will get the pass. Almost a slide job move. Slide down. Still looking to the inside goes the 8 on the number 6 of Billy DePapa-Mac. Let's see if we can get it done during this corner. They're still side by side coming out of turn 4. Ooh, that number 6 got into the wall. Almost got into the wall a little bit. That's going to make him lift out of the throttle. And the number 8 is going to get past the number 6. And the 7 is going to fly past him too. And the 11 might get in on that deal as well. The number 6 dropping like a rock. Very unfortunate for him. Probably very on fire in that race car. Will hold the position against Henry Dunn. Looking to the inside of the number 7. Oh, the number 7 almost touches the walls there. Won't get it done, but holds position against Henry Dunn. Unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, the number 2 of Ryan Ramirez going to the inside of the number 10 of Sidney Forsman. And whoa, we got the number 45 on pit road again. What is going on with him? Find out what's going on with him real quick. We got the number 7 looking to get to the outside of the number 8 of Ray Moore. We're here in the number 45. Felt another tire going. He felt something wrong with that car. He just can't tell what it is. Came down pit road, and we're actually hearing he's being black flagged, being held a lap for unsafe pit entry. Unfortunate for him. He's going to go 2 laps down. Oh, no. A bad season getting worse by the race. Ooh, for the 45. If we can get a replay, we'll check. If we had any cameras, anything around him. Meanwhile, Cyril Valenti, not really as far as he was before, but yeah, I mean the 8 is kind of catching him. Maybe he has something for Cyril Valenti. We'll have to see as the 7 goes the inside of Moore. Well, maybe no, won't get the job done going through 2. But the number 8 has caught back up to the number 76 of Cyril Valenti. He has just been lights out since the start of the race, leading every lap as we come to 10 to go, or actually 11 to go. Sorry, I can't do math. Yeah, he's just been lights out fast. He just knows something. Something's in his car that is just better than everybody else, and we're playing catch up. As in the rest of the field. There's Nicholas Quinley back on track, 2 laps down. Unfortunate for him. We'll check back if what he felt was real or not this time. Just unfortunate. Now with 10 laps to go, does Ray Moore have anything for him? He has closed the gap a little bit. He is now 0.24 hundredths of a second behind him. About even, breaking even on that last lap. Maybe Ray Moore's got something figured out. His teammate, on the other hand, doesn't. He's running dead last right now. Trying the different lines. Cyril Valenti. All he really has to do, we do have that dirty air problem that, the other stock car series faces, unfortunately. It's just, contact between the 7 and the 8. They get into it a little bit. Oh, wow. Sideways was the number 8. As they went into turn 1, the 7 just got into what was he thinking? The 7 of Jay's Soho just got into the back of the number 8, just drove it in deep, hoping that he could get to the inside. Oof. Masterful save by the number 8. And meanwhile, the number 7 is going to try again. Thinks better of it this time. Checks up. And that killed that put a bigger gap between the 76 and the number 8 of Ray Moore. The 7's going to try it one more time going into turn number 1. Fox a moment for a second, and he's going to get it done. Ray Moore cannot be happy with that number 7 right now. We'll have to see if there's any retaliation. That was a good save. I'll tip my cap to it. That was a good ass save. He was sideways. Meanwhile, we'll check through the field. There's Rob. There's Swift. Oh, the 17 gets in the wall back there. Running just in front of the 13. Still not having the day he wanted. He's actually last right now. Well, would be last if not including the number 45 of Nicholas Quinley. Oof, just not having the speed. Just not having a good day today. Good couple of races. Meanwhile, the number 7 is running down the number 76. Does he have anything for Cyril Valenti, who's led every lap so far as we come down to it? A caution-free race so far. Almost a caution with the number 8 going around on the bumper of the number 7 of Jay So. The Jay So actually gets in the wall, I think. right there, coming out of turn 4 again. What's with this guy? I shouldn't talk. That's pretty much my clone. What? Anyway, the gap now down to 0.26. Can the 7 find any way around him? As we cut into 2 to go this time. 2 more chances for the 7 to pass the number 76 of Cyril Valenti. Lights out. Seven's giving everything he's got, trying to get lower. Ooh. Gets a little tight, gets into the wall once more as the Cyril Valenti comes around to take the white flag. 1 more lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Stank. And the 7 lost a lot of ground from that wall hit, and he's actually going to have to go on the defense of the number 8. Meanwhile, Cyril Valenti leading every lap out of turn 4 for the final time, and Cyril Valenti goes 2 in a row at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. God fucking damn. I think we should strip that car down to its nuts and bolts. God damn, there's no way that car is illegal. I mean, maybe there is, but I don't know. All right, well, as Cyril pulls in for post-race inspection, we'll take a look at your unofficial results and your points from this dominating day from Cyril Valenti. Psych, I lied. Let's take a look at some replays first. Here we got the 7 and the 8, and the 7 just drives it deep and gets into the back of the number 8. Just amazing save, was completely sideways. Here's the onboard of the number 7. Yeah, it was out of the throttle completely. Almost lost it himself, but saved it for both of them. And they continued racing. The 7 would go on to pass the number 8. Ooh, my God. Just a little bit of a tap. Just letting them know he's there. And here's the number 45. This is why he was penalized for unsafe pit entry. He didn't even go through the line. He just decided he wanted to come down pit road. We still don't know why he did that or what he felt. If anything, he just came down pit road, and there he is being held a lap. Here's the onboard. Just checks up in front of everyone coming out of turn 4. Misses the box, misses the line completely, goes through the grass. Still in the grass there, shifting down, speeding on pit road. I'm surprised he didn't get bought for that. I guess they thought the unsafe pit entry was enough. Here's Zuzzy's POV, who's right behind him, slams on the brakes. Luckily enough, that wasn't a caution for us. That wasn't a huge wreck. That's a wreck that didn't happen, as Clint Boyer would say. Man. All right, let's take a look at your points, or your unofficial results, actually. Cyril Valenti dominates today at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, leading every lap. Jay Soho comes in second, a worthy top 5 after finishing 6th last week. Ray Moore comes in third, just behind him, another worthy top 5 after this horrendous start to the season. Billy DePapa Mac, unable to make good on his promise, coming in 4th. Henry Dunn, very consistent. Casey O'Malley getting another top 10. Sidney Forsman also getting another top 10. Danielle Rosales and Ryan Ramirez getting worthy top 10s as well. And Robin Hale sneaking his way into the top 10 as well. Pretty good finishing positions for all 10 of these guys. Now let's take a look at the rest of your field. Rob Escallion Dines finishes just outside the top 10 after starting, I believe it was 5th. Bob Quinley, still living in the shadow of the number 6, gets a worthy top 15. That's all right for him. Swift gets 13th. Jose Estella 14th. Mark Zuzzi unfortunately gets 15th. Joe Berger gets 16th. Jared Evans finally not beating those mid allegations, finishing 17th. Nathan Stone able to work his way up to 18th. Not bad. Eric the Donut Perez finishes 19th, and Mark Dunn once again finishes 20th. Unfortunate for him, and again, Nicholas Quinley finishes dead last, 3 laps down this time. All right, now let's take a look at your points. Cyril Valenti, of course, leading the points with 69. Nice. Casey O'Malley still in second. Henry Dunn still in third, I believe, with 58. Bob Quinley still at fourth, and actually is tied with Danielle Rosales for fourth. Billy DePapa Mac in sixth, just like his car number, and is tied with Robin Hale and Mark Zuzzi for sixth. Jay Soho makes his way to 9th place, and Sydney Forsman also tied with him. Not bad for these folks at all. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the field. Ryan Ramirez moves up to 11th after getting put in a tiny bit of a points deficit after last week. Just in front of Rob the Scallion Dines, who's tied with his teammate Jared Evans, and just below them is the number 8 of Ray Moore in 14th. Moving up the field now outside of above the S2 Cup Series cutoff, and underneath him is the SRI teammates of Swift Quill and Donut Perez. We're just not gonna talk about what the fuck he said. I don't even know why we have that segment. Why? Anyway, below the cutoff line, Joe Berger still below it. Or actually now finally below it. Nathan Stone in 18th. Not a great day, not a good day at all for him. Still below the cutoff line. Jose Estala also still below the cutoff line. And Mark Dunn, of course, well below the cutoff line. And Nicholas Quinley, of course, only 21 points on the season so far in 3 races. Only, 5 points in the last 2 races. Has to do better. Has to do way better than that. All right, well, now we leave you with Cyril getting ready to burn it down as it's become a regular occurrence now, at least in these last two races. I'd like to thank you all for watching and joining us for this race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We apologize for it being late. We have to thank Ryan for that, unfortunately. And we'll see you in, I believe, either next week or the week after at Talladega. So long, good luck, and goodbye.